No one I know who can decode better what's happening with the president and why than our Mick Mulvaney, NewsNation contributor, of course, former Trump White House Chief of Staff. Hello, sir.
Hello, Berman. Where do you want to start?
I want to start, I'm sure you got a lot of questions over the weekend, as did I, from friends, acquaintances, just trying to know what's going on, what's real, what's not, why the president is doing certain things, right? And so I wanted to bring some of the questions that I was asked to the former White House Chief of Staff. And let's tick through some of these, Mick, because if I'm hearing them, I'm guessing a lot of folks are asking them as well. First question, is this all a negotiation? And what happens next, Mick?
Yeah, that juxtaposition you just played of Peter Navarro's statement along with Scott Bessent's statement, it was just brought back some memories for me. There's no question about it, because here's the truth of the matter. No one speaks for Donald Trump except Donald Trump.
Right.
What Peter Navarro was trying to tell you is Peter Navarro doesn't want there to be any negotiations, and Bessent is telling you that maybe the president did call it. I'm not saying he's lying about it. It's just Bessent is more on the side of let's have some negotiations. And I think that's one of the challenges this White House faces, is they're not all on the same page. You've got Peter Navarro out saying one thing, you've got Scotty Bessent saying something else. But at the end of the day, Blake, if you want to know what Donald Trump is thinking, you have to ask Donald Trump.
Ask him. All right. What is the pain threshold, Mick? And can Wall Street and influential Republicans change the president's mind? This was a question I got earlier today, the back half of this on one of the radio interviews I do.
Yeah, I'm not going to pick a bottom of the market. If I did that, I'd make a lot more money in the markets than I do. So I know that's not the question. The question is there any level of pain where they change policies? Probably yes. Keep in mind, they say they don't follow the markets. Everybody follows the markets. Anybody who says they on a down market day, so they didn't watch the market, is lying to you, because clearly they were watching the markets that day. But it's not a change of mind. What will happen is, if Donald Trump decides to pivot to a different direction, you'll start to hear it sort of floated as to whether or not maybe he should start negotiations. Maybe, I don't know, take an example, he should delay things. Right. Who could help move him on that pivot? Mostly his Wall Street friends, much more so than the folks in Washington, D.C.
All right. Last one here. Does Congress have the ability to intervene, right? Joe Khalil sort of teed this up. There's some Republicans in this town who are expressing their dismay. There's lawsuits. There's talks about, could Congress jump in? What about it? You're a former congressman.
The answer is yes, but Congress could always change the law. Keep in mind, Donald Trump is doing this pursuant to law, a law signed, passed by Congress and signed by a previous president. This is a legal thing he's doing. Congress could change that law to take some powers away from this president or all presidents. That being said, that's the yes. Here's the but. The Republicans are not going to do that right now in the House and the Senate. And even if the Democrats win in the midterm, then the president would still have to sign the change to the law, which is never going to happen.
Answer my question here, or I guess this is sort of my read of where the president is right now, and tell me if I'm onto it. There's not going to be a pause because he believes in tariffs. He is open to deal making because he loves deals. China is the main target here, and the European Union is right after that. Am I onto it there?
I think that's fairly consistent, and that will be consistent until he changes the message. So I'd stick with that, Blake, even if Peter Navarro says something that varies from it, or if Scotty Bessent says something that varies with it. I think that's right now distilled down. That's the policy. You just got to watch for Donald Trump to see if that changes.
I love how you call him Scotty Bessent. That means you know him. Our Mick Mulvaney with us here.
I mean no disrespect. So.
Noted. Mick Mulvaney, NewsNation contributor, former White House Chief of Staff. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Thank you for watching. And make sure you go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.